What's going on, guys? I'm Magic Cards here, and today we will be teaching you one of the most essentials of Magic, the card control. Now, this card control is especially amazing because it's called the Pass, and most magicians that are real, not Chris Angel, use it. And if you've ever watched the David Blaine card trick, you can see him using this Pass. If I could find any performances, maybe I'll link it to them, but I highly doubt I will. But I will put other tutorials to the Pass down below, and I'd really recommend either Disturb Realities or 52 Cards is Herrmann Pass, Tabletop Pass, all these types of variations that I'm not going to be able to cover today. So now what I'm going to do is just perform the Pass for you guys so you can see what it looks like and how to do it. The first thing we need when doing a Pass, you obviously need a card to be selected. And let's choose this card. And now remember, this card will be controlled to the top. So they choose the Ace of Spades, and we'll take it, we'll set it about halfway middle down, just like so. We'll square up the packet, and then if I snap my finger, Ace of Spades jumps to the top. Now, you probably have seen that, but it's not supposed to be an invisible move. It's supposed to be for misdirection, and if I wasn't on the camera, you'd probably be able to catch that. You wouldn't be able to catch that. So let's do it one more time, except slower, with the Ace of Spades face up on the deck. So cut off about half the deck, we flip over the Ace of Spades, square up the deck, just like so. And there's the Ace of Spades. I accidentally flipped over one more card, but that's essentially the Pass. And how do you do that? Well, there's a few essentials to the Pass, and I'm going to go to a different angle so you guys can get a better in-depth look of how to do this. Alright, so as promised, I was going to give you guys a different tutorial, not tutorial, but a different inside look of how this trick is actually done. And that's what we're going to be doing right here. It's kind of closer so you can see every little move I do. And those were all false cuts, by the way. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and get to the tutorial. So let's say the top card they choose is the Ace of Diamonds, right? So what you're first going to do is you really are cutting off about half the deck. You're going to flip it over once to show no transparency. You want to show them that their card is going to the middle. Flip it back over. You're not catching a break under their card, just holding this packet in his hand. But you are going to be putting the deck on top, squaring it up, and catching a pinky break back here. So from the front side, it looks like a normal deck, but from the back side, you got some dirty work. Now you're going to transfer this to a thumb break, and this is the hardest part of the Pass. You're going to get a pretty decent sized thumb break. You're going to put your pinky back here underneath of it, pretty far down in there, and these two fingers are going to come over while this finger's underneath. It's going to grab it, and as this pinky's going to lift up, these fingers are going to go outward like that, but this hand will be covering that motion. You're going to pull these back. This packet will come up with these fingers, and you'll just set this packet back, fold it back inward, and then set it down. So faster. One more time. You're going to cut off the deck, slide it over, show their card, and then pinky goes under, these two fingers come on top, they pull it away at the same time as this packet is pushing upward, and this bottom packet is now folding downward. This packet's going to come on top. So now it's just a little bit faster and with the card face up. So we'll split off about half the deck, just like that, and it'll complete the cut. You won't have any breaks, it'll be all completely good. And there are a couple more passes that you could learn, but they're a little slightly more complicated. For example, maybe the, I don't know, Herrmann Pass, the Tabletop Pass, all these really amazing passes, which I won't get into today because I don't want you to memorize these. I want you to memorize the Classic Pass. Ignore any background noise if you hear any. I'm sorry about that, but we'll go ahead and continue. So, let's do that one more time to show you how to get that. Maybe you want to do it with half a packet. It'll be easier for you when you start beginning because you do fumble cards. It's a very difficult move, and I've had it where I'd be trying to do the Pass and I'd have cards spread, especially with a new deck. So if you're just learning it, I would advise not using a good deck for spreading. Let's do something older like this. Anyway, so you're going to cut the deck in about half, hold a pinky break, pull it over, show their card, flip it back over, pinky break, pull this finger inside, these fingers come over top, this finger comes up, grips the cards in a thumb break at the same time as this pinky's in the inside like so, pretty deep in there, and these fingers are on top. This packet in the middle bottom stays very still. These fingers are going to come over, pull it away, and flip it over almost at the same time as these are pulling up. So it'll just glide along these cards like this. And at the same time as these come up, it clears. These cards are going to fold back down, and this packet's going to sit on top of it. So, like that. Once you get better at it, you can just do it all day. It won't be very hard. Everything will be all good. And it's not supposed to be invisible, but it will help you control cards. And sometimes that happens. You don't need to worry about that. So when you're pulling up a card and you accidentally pull out the bottom card like that, it'll fling out sometimes. So that's something you gotta watch out for, like that, like I just did it. You want to try to get a pretty good grip on the bottom packet so it does not do that, or try to avoid the packet at all times. Anyways, continuing on, that is the classic pass. If you guys want to see some links to other passes, maybe you want to get more advanced, maybe you already know how to do the classic pass, I'll put links to the Herrmann, the tabletop, the oh god, there are so many more passes that I'm not thinking of right now. I don't know. I'm just going to have to link more passes down below by Disturbed Reality, 52 cards, and a bunch of other great magicians that I feel like could really help you. So, if this helped you guys at all, please put down a like, show your support, show some comments, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.